communicate, just have transparency behind what we're doing. I'm behind on the slide. Got it. So Ruth Toreno, she said, I want to be a part of a community that thinks of opportunities and problem solving. I'm ready to learn and grow myself, and of course, be the voice of change in my community. I'm more than grateful to be here, and I wish to be nothing but the best. I know my future can be bright only if I put in the time and work. And having been to Kenya, having met, some of these families, I can tell you that it's inspiring to see how they value opportunity. Things that we take for granted in the United States or many countries around the world. Their school hours, I think normal school, let's say it's 9 to 5. These girls, these young boys, they'll wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They get to help dictate what hours they go to school, but they want to get into school at 5 a.m. and they will stay there till 10 p.m. because they're so hungry for knowledge. Many of these girls, they don't grow their hair. They shave their heads. Why do they shave their heads? So they can get to school faster in the morning and they don't have to worry about their hair. That's how hungry they are to learn, to educate themselves, to grow. It's incredibly inspiring to be able to witness. So very excited about all the progress of our We College of Entrepreneurship. We're hoping to get there next summer. The plan is in June next summer to have a Bringing Hope trip. We're going to have the opportunity for many of our diamonds to do lectures on entrepreneurship through virtual learning, and looking forward to being there for the ribbon cutting ceremony, hopefully next year. So as you can see, I mean, this is a major project, $1 million project in Irkut, Kenya, that all of you can be extremely proud of. You see, when we talk about Jeunesse being a global movement, it's not just about the products, the opportunity, the experiences. It's about giving back. I can tell you that by serving others, by giving to others, it will lift you up and empower you to a whole new level of perspective and gratitude. And we're extremely grateful for all of you, for your contributions to Jeunesse Kids. I know my mom and Randy are extremely passionate about Jeunesse Kids as well. We have the opportunity to make a massive difference in families' lives and communities around the world. And here we are in Las Vegas. So every year at Expo, or really at Leeds as well, we like to do local community projects. Sure, we do many global projects around the world, but being here in Vegas, we wanted to make sure we did something local. There's something we can do to give back to this community right here in Las Vegas. But before I talk about that, just want to show you a quick video from the administrator at our own We College of Entrepreneurship, so she can send you a little bit of gratitude.
Jambo, on behalf of the family and the community members, I would like to say a big thank you to Jeunesse Kids for your support to the villages in our country at a time when many have forgotten about the rest of the world. You have been able to support young people from primary schools to secondary schools and now to college. There's a lot of excitement around the start of the entrepreneurship school, and we can't wait to start it. The young people will be able to join this class, will be able to learn about entrepreneurship, and after graduating, they'll go back to their communities, create jobs, and become employers, and even start small businesses. We're extremely grateful for your support, and once again, asanteni sana. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for your contributions, over $1 million. If I can just go 2 slides back, because I don't have a back button, I do want to tell you about, what another one of the students did for the interview. So we had an interview process where, these students have to come and be interviewed. It's only 22 spots for this fully accredited entrepreneurship program. 22 slots. This girl right here trekked 200 kilometers, 125 miles by foot, just to interview for that scholarship and walk the remaining 62 miles. So, I mean, that should show you just how hungry these people are and how we are making a massive difference. Give it up for yourselves. We love you because you guys lead with your hearts. This company, one of our core values is serving others, having a servant's heart. It's ingrained in the DNA of this company. So thank you for your contributions to Jeunesse Kids with the We College. And now we're going to talk about the local initiative, which we are partnering with the Ronald McDonald House. And super excited to partner with them. I think the house here has been here since 1981, I believe. And we had the opportunity to go there upon arrival and get to see the Ronald McDonald House, got to meet some of the families and learn about a little bit more about what they're doing. And before I tell you a little bit more about that experience, we actually have a video that's going to show you the Ronald McDonald House and tell you a little bit more about what they're all about so that all of us can come together unified this weekend, come together, every little bit counts, and make a difference in these families' lives. So let's check out the video.
Ronald McDonald House isn't just a place to stay near the hospital.
Water.
It's a place for families to stay together.
So, I mean, what the Ronald McDonald House is all about, I mean, we've so many children around the world going through terminal or very aggressive illnesses, and they're bedridden in hospitals, many times for years at a time, not weeks, not months, years. Some of these children fighting for their lives, These families, they're driving in to visit, to be with their child. And they don't have, the funds and the income to be able to, pay for a hotel or buy a house and be here for a year. Most of the time, they're going to be in the hospital, bedside, with their child for that period of time, fighting with that child, to save their life for a brighter future. And we had the opportunity of going to the house and learning more and meeting some of the families as well. But the Ronald McDonald House, it has this energy. As soon as I always believe in energy. As soon as you walk in the door, it's like this peaceful energy that you feel. And, going through what these families are going through after they've been in the hospital by the bedside all day, they had the opportunity to come back about 6 p.m. And it's, beautiful facility. It's got, a social area. It's got, beautiful outdoor space, playground space for brothers and siblings of the children that are in the hospital or dealing with the medical issues. Meals are provided. It's a whole community, and these families get together and they're coping with some of the biggest challenges of their lives. And to be able to come together with other families, I believe there's 22 rooms in the Ronald McDonald House. But imagine being there, all the emotions that you're dealing with, fighting with your child for its life, to be able to come back to that safe haven, to have a bed to sleep in, to have meals provided, and be able to connect with people that can really help you, deal with those challenges. We got to meet one of the mothers that's been there now for a couple weeks now. Her I think it was her daughter is going through, actually yesterday, went through a pretty serious procedure, a brain procedure. But I had the chance to sit down with her and she was so grateful for what we're about to do with Jeanette's kids. And she was so grateful for the Ronald McDonald House. And we met, their entire team, and talk about serving others. Like, these people, like, if they'll sit down and console and talk to people. And sometimes this lady told us, like, she had to tell the administrator, go home, it's time to leave, because there's just this compassion that these people have. To me, it was so inspiring to witness. So the Ronald McDonald House, they've been around a long time, 198 families served, $259,000 in lodging that they've saved. This is based on last year, and over 2,000 overnight stays that they're providing for these families. It says Ronald McDonald House is built on the simple idea that nothing else should matter when a family is focused on healing their child, not where they can afford to stay, not where they're going to get their next meal, or where they're going to lay their head to rest at night. And I love this cause. I love what they're all about. And they're building a whole new second house. And we're going to focus on supporting the second Ronald McDonald House right here in Las Vegas. And this is, thank you. I'm excited about this. I hope you're excited about it because I know every time we set goals, we surpass those goals, and to be able to see the difference we're making, it is absolutely so inspiring. So the second house, these are some pictures. It's gonna increase their capacity by 67%, provide additional assistance to over 188 families a year, longer term homes. So the new second home is actually, instead of rooms like a hotel style, they're individual units, almost like townhomes. And they're multi-bedroom as well. So sometimes we were in a room that had 2 double beds, and the lady told us that a family was in there, a family of 6 with 2 beds for months. And it's pretty cool, actually. In the bedroom, they have a book, like a journal. Many of us journal in the morning or at night. And everyone that stays in that room, the family writes a message in the journal. And the lady read us some of the messages. My gosh, it's so emotional. You could feel the healing. Maybe that sounds crazy, but you could feel the healing in that room. You could feel the emotion in that bedroom and what those families were going through. And it really touched my heart. We're able to do so much good with this second house for sure. These are some of the renderings. They're breaking ground early next year. It's located right around the corner from the current Ronald McDonald House. So 1 and 2 bedroom units. These are all 1 bedroom. The new one will have 8 independent patio homes. So they have individual patios. We've got the multi-purpose room, family lounge, toy room, basketball courtyard. I mean, it's truly a beautiful facility that really brings a lot of comfort to these families in need. So we're gonna, this weekend, come together as one Jeunesse family and help build those 7 patio homes next year, the family lounge, the toy room, and the multi-purpose room. And all of them will be named after Jeunesse kids on all of your behalf this weekend. The family lounge and multi-purpose room, I might be wrong, but I believe those 2 will be named after the Jeunesse kids charity. And not only that, some of our top contributors this weekend will also have their names on the facility there at Ronald McDonald House. So we're super excited about that. And you know, it's a big project. It's a $3 million project for this second home. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there that I think we can get to $500,000 this weekend. What do you guys think? $500,000 is my personal goal, and let me go ahead and commit something else. So we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk. Anything that you guys, as our Jeunesse family, contribute this weekend to the Ronald McDonald House, we're gonna match it every dollar from Jeunesse kids. Every single dollar, we're gonna match it. $500,000 is my personal goal. There's different ways, of course, that you can contribute through gift.JeunесseKids.org. We've got the Jeunesse Kids booth. Special thank you to Lynn McGovern and John Free. These guys run Jeunesse Kids, and it is a major undertaking. You talk about all the vetting, all the financials. It's a major project. So go meet them at the Jeunesse Kids booth. They're there sharing more about what we're doing. Many of you know, oh, sorry, back one. Also, in the event packages, how many of you know that in our event packages, we already build in donations to Jeunesse Kids? What other companies doing that? So at the $2,000 package, $20 will go to Jeunesse Kids. So if you guys know about the promo packages, right? Did we launch a product last night? Wait, did we launch 2 products last night? Are you guys excited about these revolutionary products that are in your hands with Jeunesse? Well, get your hands on those products and share them. And at the same time, you're going to be contributing to Jeunesse Kids and the Ronald McDonald House. We announced these recognition levels last year, beautiful pins that we've designed. So different levels of honoring our top Jeunesse Kids champions. We have the honored level, which is a cumulative of $25,000 to $99,000. And that's the silver pin. The distinguished is $100,000 to $249,000. That's the rose gold, and the elite is $250,000 to $499,000, and then our premier is $500,000 and above. These numbers just blow me away. You talk about servant-driven leadership at its finest. We've got the most incredible leaders in the industry for sure. Definitely want to recognize our champions, starting with our elite Jeunesse Kids champions. You heard from our presidential diamond director, Kim Wee, our triple diamond director. You'll hear from Jennifer Chen. Thank you to our elites, our distinguished, our triple diamond director, Flora Lee, our double diamond director, Ming Lee. We have Minsoon Ruckle, our double diamond, Sandy Nee, double diamond, Honor Jeunesse Kids champions are Triple Diamond Danian Fire, Stefania Logato, Marcus Clemente, and his wife Fabia. Helen Jong, our double diamond director, Michelle Song, Cece Weller, thank you all so much. Jenny and Thomas Cho, Paula Pritchard and Kathy Robbins, and Wendy Lee. Give it up for these Jeunesse Kids champions, contributing some of them 6 figures to the cause. That's what you call making a life by giving back, and they're making a difference all around the world. We are deeply grateful for their contributions, and it's only just the beginning. That's what excites me so much. I talk about phase 2. Think about how much good we can do through Jeunesse Kids. Do you realize since we've started Jeunesse Kids, we've raised over $13 million that we've contributed to different, that's big. That's a big number. You think about the difference we're making with $13 million that we've deployed over the years. And if you don't already know this, Jeunesse Kids is not like your typical 501c3 nonprofit. Most of those have some sort of administrative fees and staffing because of the founders, because of our vision, because, this is just what we love to do. It's our passion. We operate Jeunesse Kids with 0% administrative fees. 100% of what we take in goes right back out to the community projects, and it's right there in the Track Your Impact report. We're fully transparent. Check that out. Every quarter, we send a quarterly report. We show everything that we're doing all around the world, and it's incredibly just humbling to see what we're able to do. I have the honor of recognizing 2 new Jeunesse Kids champions here today. One of them is not here, so starting with our Diamond directors, Mark Chen and Yixu Guo, Diamond directors. Give it up to these new honored Jeunesse Kids champions. And we also have another new honored Jeunesse Kids champion who is here, and I'd like to welcome, I believe only she is here. I'd like to welcome her to the stage. So if we can give a warm Jeunesse family welcome to our new honored Jeunesse Kids champions, Susan Zhao and Jiahua Cheng.
Thank you very much.
We'll take a picture. Just take a picture. I've got your pin here. It's your pen. Let's take a picture here. Give it up one more time for Susan, your new honored Jeunesse Kids champion. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I can literally use it as going big, exciting. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Take care. And thank your husband too. All right, it makes me so proud. We're going to do some more recognition tomorrow for sure. This is our weekend to make a difference in our own lives, make a difference in other people's lives, and make a difference in children and families' lives through Jeunesse Kids right here at Las Vegas, partnering with the Ronald McDonald House. Guys, I'm so proud. I'm proud to be a part of this movement. I'm proud to be a part of this family, and we could not do all this good around the world if it weren't for all of you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your contributions. And remember, get your hands on those promo packs because it's just going to fuel that $500,000 goal that I just set for all of us this weekend. So thank you again. At Jeunesse Kids, we say one heart, one hope, one mission. One heart, one hope, one mission. And now I have the opportunity of bringing somebody to stage, and somebody that I've now known for about a year now, I guess. And I talked about over the past, 2 years during the pandemic, us really investing in talent, really, finding new energy, new talent that's going to partner with us for the next 10 years. And, we talked to a lot of different people. Trust me, this industry is not as big as it seems. Everybody kind of knows everybody. Definitely know a lot of great leaders in this industry and executives. But we had the opportunity to meet this individual, and he came into Florida. He's been in this industry for 25 years. And, I love thought partners. I love people that have strong opinions. I'm the kind of person, I don't enjoy working with people that agree with me. I like people to disagree, and I like people to challenge each other. And that's what I love about this guy. You know, he's got great ideas, started his career in a great company called New Skin. But, you know, to see his diversified knowledge of this industry, immediately we hit it off. His heart's in the right place. We share the same values and principles as far as what network marketing is all about. It's not about us, it's about you. It's about serving you, and he gets that. He has that servant's heart. And even though he's very focused on operations, what I love about him is we can talk sales, we can talk field development, we can talk, you know, operations, programming. He has, you know, he's run his own company before, coming in from a CEO of a $200+ million a year company. So his focus is getting our operations, and what I love about him is he's not focused on accuracy, he's focused on precision. We're going to get this operation running so smoothly over the next year and 2 years. There's always room for improvement, and it's a great honor to have him with us, and looking forward to running with him for the next decade and beyond. So if we could stand up and welcome your Chief Operating Officer, Rod Larson.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Wow. Wow. Is that music great? I'm a big fan of Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is my kind of music. First, let me just say thank you to Scott. What a humbling introduction. And I am thrilled to be here with you today. I'm going to share a little bit with you since I've been with the company now for just less than a year. I feel like it's important for us to kind of get to know each other a little bit. So I would like you, if you feel so inclined, let's get connected. Let's get connected. Reach out, find me. There's a couple of places where you can do that. And let's create a relationship, because as Scott mentioned, this business is about people. And in fact, what I do every day is about people. Want to talk to you a little bit about my family and my background so that you can get to know me quickly, and then we can become working business partners together. That's what we do. So on the screen, you see some pictures of my lovely wife and my family. I've been married to Maria now 35 years. Okay, don't tell her that I put that picture of her up here when she was a young girl. Okay, that's our secret. All right. But that's what I fell in love with. And if you've been married that long, you know that she's put up with a lot. She has put up with a lot. We were blessed with one son, Alex, and he has been married now for about 5 years to his beautiful wife, Abby, and they have 3 amazing children. I'm sorry to tell everybody out there that our grandchildren are the best grandchildren in the world. The rest of you are in second place at best, at best. So you see Ozzy on the left, she's just now in pre-K. Gigi in the middle, happy Gigi, she's amazing. And then our new one, our favorite, my favorite, Enzo. This is our family. Why do I tell you this? We're gonna be talking today about people, process, and products. Everything you do and everything we do starts with people. So this is a little bit about me. These are the things that we enjoy doing in our lives. I like to fish. I like to golf. I didn't have a golf picture. And I do like to cycle. And particularly, I enjoy long distance cycling rides, hard, grueling rides. Why? Because they test me. They test me. I like the pain. I like to know when I got to the top of a mountain, which is one of those pictures there, that I did that. That took me 8 hours to climb that mountain, 10,000 feet. It was amazing. I loved it. So you have to choose your pain, right? You have to decide what it is that you want to do, and you have to go for it. You can't take no for an answer. That's me. Now, as we talk about people, and you know about people, we all have to assess how we're going to work with others in our business. We have to assess what their skill sets are, what their background is, their commitment. How are they aligned with what we believe? These are all things that you have to assess, and you have to assess them quickly. When you're working in the field, is that not correct? You have to be on it. You have to sense what they're about. We do the same thing. I want to portray to you or paint a picture for you of the type of individuals that are supporting you. There's 700 plus employees at Jeunesse. And what we do here is we do everything to support you. If you look at the three individuals on the screen, just to get a feeling for the background and experience that they have, just with those three individuals, Wendy, Randy, and Scott, I think there's close to 100 years of experience in our industry. That's impressive. When you add to that, the following individuals you'll see on the screen, these are people that I have a call with every 2 weeks, an executive call with them every 2 weeks. There's a few that aren't on the screen here. When you add up all of their years with Wendy, Randy, and Scott, at Jeunesse, you have well over, with this picture alone, well over 400 years of experience in our industry in network marketing. You should feel comfortable about that, knowing that what we're trying to do, the efficiencies we create, are all about you, and we've been there and done that before. Now, take it another step further. When you look at the people out in the field, in the different regions, in the countries, when you've got regional presidents and country managers and others, add all of those years up, thousands of people, thousands of years of experience in this industry, okay? Next, let's talk about process. Process is very critical. Once you find people in your business that are going to work and help you, you've got to sort of define what are the best practices, what are the processes that will work to make things more efficient, how can we do things a little bit differently, how can we take some of the layers off of what we do and recreate a fresh view and a fresh vision to help Jeunesse become even better than it is right now. And you have lots of teams that do that. I want to show you, give you just a rough idea of what process looks like for us. These are just 3 examples of probably hundreds of different processes that we have to undertake as a company. If you were just to consider places where we get boxes and packaging, most recently for the products that we've created, the Immune 365 and the 4 Relief products, if you just looked at that, you would see this kind of map. Then if you want to add to that, just another example, data. When it comes to data, these are just places where we have data centers, okay? All around the world, we have way more than this, but these are major data centers, okay? And there are individuals who manage each of those processes, right? Then let's look at raw materials. These are just some of the places around the world where we collect, gather, source raw materials. Try to imagine next time when you look at the back of a box of one of the products and you see the ingredient list, there are people involved in figuring out where each one of those ingredients must come from, how they must be tested, how they must be manufactured, blended, packaged, sealed, stored, shipped, and finally, all of the commissioning, how everything works for your organization. All of that requires people with knowledge. And that's critical. That's critical. And so we have to be on our game so that we can make it as easy as possible for you to succeed. Now, one thing I do want to give you a really important update on today is a new 1210 update in China. We've been working in phase 1 for some time. And right now, phase 2 is in testing mode. What does that mean to you? If you have an active business or an interest in working in Greater China, you should be very excited about this. There will be more training. You'll get more information at a future date from people like Debbie Curley and Ting Xu, who needs a round of applause. I told her I was going to embarrass her for 1 second. Can we please give a round of applause for Ting Xu Vasquez? She's amazing. She's an incredible help for me and for Debbie. Now, you'll get trained on this at a much deeper level. What you need to know is this: in order for us to function in 1210 in China, we have to be directly tied into government databases and talking with those databases about taxation and also about customs. And so we're in the final testing of that directly with the government so that they know that we're operating exactly the way we must operate in this cross-border e-commerce model. I expect that this will go on for some 2 weeks or a little bit more. And then once it's done, you will be able, so between now and then, you won't be buying on this new website. You'll still be buying in the J office. But once this comes up, there'll be a new website, new functionality, everything there, completely focused on making it so that you can buy products and your consumers can buy products for China. So that's amazing. A lot of effort and work has gone into that. And for those who I won't name, can I please get a round of applause? Thank you. Let's shift gears here and we'll talk about products. Now, I'm here for the last 7 months. So most of you know more about the products and the history of the company than I do, right? You're much more steeped in it, but I know very well that we started out with Luminesce and Reserve became an amazing product for us, almost a 10-year run, I think, with Reserve now. One of the best selling products in the history of the industry, right? We do products very well. Over the course of our experience together at Jeunesse, we have a timeline of products that have come all the way up to 2014 and beyond. I didn't want to go further into it, but the product innovation has been remarkable. Okay, it's been really, really remarkable. How many, let's do it this way, with a round of applause. Tell us at corporate how you feel about the products. Very nice, very nice, thank you. Now the latest additions to that, of course, Immune 365, which is an amazing product. Each of you got samples, right? Okay, and I love that product. We expect to see that product in many countries and regions around the world, right? Now, the next one we've got, of course, which was released this week, was the Relief product, right? How many of you have tried this product now? Did it work? Yeah, fantastic product. Of course, we want to see this product go to as many countries as possible. That's an art in itself, a little bit of an art and a science to get products from here to other countries. That's a topic that I'll hit again on in just a moment. So you know the Yes system. The Yes system is even more complete now, right? So you have a few more tools in your arsenal to go out and find customers and get them to try the product. I like the fact that the For Relief product is sample format right now. Of course, at one point in the future, you'll see it in a bottled format, right? A different version of it released. So now let's talk a little bit about our regions, okay? Let's see if I get this right. There we go. These are the regions that we have right now around the world. In fact, we have one fewer. Japan is now part of APAC, okay? And we've done some adjustments. So Japan is now part of APAC. Chris Cooper is running with the team in Japan, working there. If you look around all of those areas, each one of those regions has a different color coordination, so you can kind of clearly break it out and see where it is and what it's about. I want you to understand that as we continue over the next year or so, our regions will be taking on new definition. We need to get more people managing fewer regions, right? So that they can get a lot more done, because over time, you will see us as a company pushing many responsibilities and many functionalities out to the regions, right? And so that means we need to make sure we're tied in with those individuals there. So right now, just to give you a kind of a clear picture for it, right now, these are just some of the markets that are actually engaged right now in manufacturing their own products, okay? Some of these products will not be seen in other markets except where they're manufactured. Why is that? Because those markets know, those people that manage those markets, they know the economies, they know the manufacturing, they know the lifestyle, they know the needs of their market a little bit better than we do out of Orlando, Florida, right? So we have processes in place so that they can take our expertise and magnify it in their own regions to make it more efficient. You're going to see that more and more as we go forward. In as many processes as we can, we're going to empower the regions to be efficiently run on their own, with their own autonomy. So there will be a little bit of a transfer of knowledge there. I want you to understand our deep commitment. When you have a company as large and as sophisticated as Jeunesse is, it requires a huge amount of focus, and it requires a huge amount of people running different directions, working together. And we do that because we believe one thing to the depths of our core. We believe that we are not the important people. We believe that our job is to make it so that you can achieve your visions and goals. Our job is to provide the details and everything there so that you can achieve your hopes and dreams and help others become inspired in this day and age when hope is sometimes hard to come by, right? Our job is to make it so that you can deliver that hope to them. And it's my privilege to work with you on your behalf. Thank you very much.
Rod Larson, everybody. Let him hear it. Give him a round of applause. Great to have you on the Expo stage. The new COO. It's pretty incredible what's going on with Jeunesse Kids, isn't it? Right? It was great hearing Scott talk about that. Hey, we would love for you to be a part of what we're doing with Jeunesse Kids. If you are desiring to be a part of that and to donate, you can check out our Jeunesse Kids booth out those doors, or you can also go to give.jeunесsekids.org to donate to the Ronald McDonald House. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing over there with Ronald McDonald. Now, I'll tell you what, I know we've been in here for a while. I know some of us were hitting that midday kind of lull, so what I need to do is we got to stretch it out a little bit. We got to get that energy back before we go to lunch. So do me a favor, stand up for me wherever you are. Go ahead and stand up for me. Do me a favor, give me a little stretch like that. Don't hit your neighbors. Oh, that's a good one with the flags. Go to the side, pull the arm across a little bit. I see you, Masood, you got it. I see you over there. Good, okay, stretching out. Give me one of these, stretch those arms. Roll those shoulders a little bit. That feels better already. That feels good? Feeling a little limber? Okay, but what I need now that we're feeling a little better, I want to get the energy up because I could not be more excited about who I'm bringing out in a second, so we got to get big. Here's what I want to do. I want you guys to do me a favor. We're going to go from 1 to 10 with clapping and applause. If we can, let's bring that music down. I want to see a 1 right now. Little golf clap. Like, oh yeah, that's nice. Can I see this? Little golf clap? Oh yeah, that's nice. That's like SP just came out. Sean Patrick just walked on stage. That's nice. That's nice. Maybe we did a product reveal though. Maybe that's what, a 5 for some of us? So let me see what a 5 looks like. Well, that's exciting, right? That feels like a 3. Show me a 5. Okay, 5. Yes, that's good. Okay, you just saw the diamond, someone you love, a diamond director come up on the stage. Maybe that's an 8 for you. Maybe you're so excited that they're here. Keep it going. Show me what an 8 looks like. Okay. Now let's get really, really big. Show me what it would be like if we had the co-founders and Scott Lewis on the stage at the same time. Show me a 10. What does a 10 look like? Come on. Keep it up. Keep it going. Show me what that looks like. Good. Come on. Keep it going. Let's go. Okay. You know, that feels good. Let's kill that. Jeunesse, we do it big, so I know we took it to 10, but let's see what an 11 looks like. On the count of 3, super fans, I need that energy, especially from you. I want to see you go wild. I want to see you go nuts. We're going to see what an 11 looks like. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go! Come on, come on. Keep it up. Let's go. Put your hands up. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, come on. There it is. Keep it going. Keep it going. Incredible. Grab a seat. Grab a seat. That's exactly what I needed, that little burst of energy to keep us going, because this next speaker I'm excited to bring out, and I'm excited that our energy is up. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for a show-stopping moment in this event. The next speaker I'd like to introduce is an individual who doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. He approaches each day, each interaction, each and every moment with courage. But it didn't start that way. He didn't start out with such a strong conviction, with such self-worth, with such bravery. He went on a journey that most of us would never choose to go on. And he came out the other side, a changed individual who is now living his absolute fullest life. This gentleman is an entrepreneur who faced rejection early on in his career, but he channeled that experience into authoring his best-selling book, Rejection Proof: How I Beat Rejection and Fear and Became Invincible Through 100 Days of Rejection. He's also known for one of the most viewed TED Talks of all time. That's right, of all time where he talked about his journey through 100 days of rejection. And he's also the CEO of Dare Me, a leading overcoming rejection training company. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeanette's family, for the next hour, I want you to set aside every distraction. I want you to laser focus in and soak up every life lesson of our Expo 2021 Ignite Kickoff Keynote Speaker. Put your hands together and help me welcome a huge Jeunesse family welcome. I'm talking like an 11 like we did. Put your hands together and help me welcome to the Expo stage, overcoming rejection expert and best-selling author, Jia Chong.
What a great crowd. What great energy. I could talk to Sean every day. Man, he just pumped me up. So, well, let's talk about rejection. All right. How many of you like rejection? Raise your hand. Anyone? A couple people, okay. Weirdos. Let's start with a better question. How many of you like gifts? Raise your hand. I hope all of you. I hope maybe all of you. I love gifts. I love getting gifts. I love giving gifts. Mostly getting gifts. But when I was growing up, I didn't like gifts that much. Why? Well, I grew up in Beijing, China. Wait, where are my Chinese folks at? Anyone? All right, there we go. So I grew up in Beijing, China. I had a pretty good childhood. But one day, my first grade teacher came up with this brilliant idea. Brilliant. That she wanted us to not only get gifts, but also learn to compliment each other at the same time. So she had all of us come to the front of the classroom. There were 40 of us, and she bought us holiday gifts and stacked them in the corner. She said, hey, why don't everyone say something nice about someone else? If you hear your name called by someone else, you can go pick up a gift and sit down. What a great idea, right? What could go wrong? When it started, it was great. Every time I heard someone say else's name was called, whether it's a good student, or someone can sing really well, I'll be like, yay, when it's my turn. Then there were 20 people left, and 10 left. At the end, there were only 3 kids left. That's where the compliments stopped. And guess what? I was one of them. I mean, at that moment, I didn't want to gifts anymore. I didn't want to compliments anymore. I just want to sit down. I really have no idea why no one was saying anything nice about me. I thought I was cool. I thought I was a popular kid. Then I saw the 2 kids standing next to me. I knew otherwise because I hated those 2 kids. And the teacher was freaking out. She was like, oh my God, will anyone say anything nice about these people? No? All right, why don't you just go grab the gift and sit down? You guys behave better next year so someone will say something nice about you. You know, as I'm describing this, this happened to me yesterday, right? Ever since that day, I would just rather die than be in that situation again, getting rejected in public. But I don't know who felt worse that day, was it me or the teacher? She probably realized that her team building event turned into this roast of 3 6-year-olds. You know, without the humor. You know, when you get roasted, it's supposed to be funny. There's just nothing funny about that day. So that was me when I was 6-year-old. Fast forward 8 years, when I was 14, I got an upgrade. Think about when I was 6, there's a version 1.0 of Jia. When I was 14, it's version 2.0. And I got an upgrade by this guy. Do you know who he is? Anyone? There you go, Bill Gates. All right. I mean, he's in the news a lot nowadays. I don't know why. But back then, he was really cool. He came to China to promote Windows 95. I'm kind of dating myself. I heard him speak. I love that guy. I just love that guy. I loved everything about him. This idea of using technology to change the world and his entrepreneur story. So that night, I wrote a letter to my family telling them, hey, don't worry about your son. I got my life figured out. By age 25, I I'll build the biggest company in the world, and I'll buy Microsoft. And I'm really embracing this idea of dominating the world from this guy. I didn't make this up. I did write that letter. My family kept the letter from me all those years, and they sent it to me when I was 30. They're like, "Have you done this?" So this was the letter looks like. By the way, some of you might be able to read this. It's really bad handwriting in Chinese. It's a beautiful language, but I have bad handwriting. But I did highlight some keywords for you so you know what I'm talking about. All right, thanks. Yeah, you can take it down. I don't want people to read it. But in that letter also mentioned someday I want to go to the United States to fulfill that dream. Because that's where Bill Gates lived. You know, that's where the land of opportunities. I want to beat him on his home turf. I didn't pick out a city to go to. I said, I want to go to Houston someday. I said, "You're from Houston, by any chance?" "Oh, you are? Okay." I didn't know why I said Houston. You know, the word just sounded good in Chinese, you know. And also they won the NBA championship that year. So I was a fan since. So 2 years later, I had a chance to come to the US. I was a culture exchange student. Does anyone know what a culture exchange student is? You do? Okay, all right. You know, so someone from foreign country come to your house, stay for a year, you know, they eat with you. They could be good, could be annoying, depends on your luck. I was one of those. But when I came, I didn't go to Houston. I didn't go to LA, New York, Las Vegas. I went to rural Louisiana. Anyone from rural Louisiana? No? All right, gonna make fun of it. So, oh, there's one person. Okay, I'll be nice. It's a very small town. If you type in Simpson, Louisiana in Google Map or Google Earth, you just see all green. You just have to zoom in and zoom in. At the end, you'll see a couple rows. That's Simpson. You know, there are more cows than people in that town. I'm like, I'm from Beijing. It's a town of 15 million. This is different than American dream than I thought. But I said, it's okay. I'm gonna start small. And someday someone will write a book about me, like this great immigrant entrepreneur, starting small. Okay, that was when I was 16. And fast forward another 14 years. One day I woke up, I was 30. Nope, I didn't build the biggest company in the world. I didn't even start. What did I do? I mean, I did well for myself. I went to school, I found a job, I made money, went to better school, found a better job, made more money. I bought a dog, bought a car, bought a house, got married. Kind of fulfilled everything in this picture, you know, the American dream. No, it's not my house. But you get the idea. It's a great dream. It's a dream a lot of people want to have, but it's not my dream. Where was a kid who wrote that letter? He wanted to change the world. He wanted to impact people. And even at work, I felt stuck. I felt I wasn't progressing. I was like, what happened to me? So looking back, I said, turned out every time I wanted to do something, I want to take a risk. I wanted to step out. Even at work, I want to have a new proposal. I want to sell my ideas. I want to speak in front of people. Every time I did that, there was this constant battle between the 6-year-old and the 14-year-old. One wanted to change the world. Another was afraid of rejection. And guess what? Every time that 6-year-old won. So when I was 30, I just heard the news from my wife that we're gonna have a baby. Yay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love babies. You know, I'm pro babies. I would recommend them to all of you, you know, when the timing is right. But the thing is, when you become a father, this chance of you becoming this world-changing entrepreneur goes way down. Your priorities changed, your responsibilities changed. So I felt I probably missed my boat. So I talked to my wife. I was like, hey, you know, maybe I'll be a good family man. I'll be very responsible. Maybe someday my kids will go after their dreams. So when I said that, my wife, Tracy, she was like, hey, when I first met you at school, all you talked about were your business ideas. You want to be this great entrepreneur. You want to just do things on your own. I want to have that guy back. If you want to be an entrepreneur, why don't you just go out and do it? Start your company, quit your job. And you don't have to do it forever. How about you do it for 6 months? And then we can set up some goals. If you can achieve those goals by the end of 6 months, you keep going. Otherwise, you can look for a job again. It's not that complicated. You know, there are many times in my life I felt I married up. You know, this is one of them. So this was the day my son was born in Austin, Texas. That's where I used to live. And 4 days before that, I quit my job. So this is me turning my back to my manager. I asked her to take a picture of me. As you can see, she wasn't happy. This is a terrible picture. She was like, sure, there you go. So when I was walking out of that mammoth office building one last time, part of me felt great. You know, life and liberty and personal happiness. I can finally go after my dreams. The other half, I felt scared. I felt naked. Because before, I had all kind of excuses of not going after my dreams, of not trying my hardest. You know, I have a kid on the way, I have a mortgage to pay, I have a family, I have a good job. But now, there are no more excuses. The only person standing between me and success was myself. So I better get going. So I formed a team of 4 engineers. We're building this mobile app. We're prototyping. We were finding customers. We're marketing it. We're having a great time. But 4 months into my venture, it got real. Why? Because a local investor showed interest in my company. I really thought, well, let's wait up a little bit. The story gets better later. I really thought he was going to invest. I really did, like you did. And I even dreamed about this 5 different times. In those dreams, I was like, wow. You know, and I would get the call from the investor. I would try to play it cool on the phone. Then I hung up the phone, hugged my wife, and called my parents, and then woke up. It sucks. You have to wake up from the same dream over and over again. But there was dreams and there's reality. The reality is one day I was at the restaurant celebrating a friend's birthday. And just people were singing and just happiness all around me. Then my phone vibrated. I was like, oh, okay. I saw this email from the investor. I'm like, wow. So I clicked open. But before that, I was trying to channel good energy into this, you know, hopefully something good. Then I clicked open. It was a one-liner. It said, nope, we're not doing this. At that moment, I had to just stand up and walk out so people wouldn't see me crying in front of them. I didn't know why. I was hurt. I thought, hey, I was ready for this. You know, I'm tough. I'm well educated. I'm smart. I got a good team. But at that moment, the 6-year-old was standing on my shoulder again, just whispering to my ears. He was like, hey, who do you think you are? You want to be an entrepreneur? That's for the geniuses, like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. You are just wannabe. You should quit now before you embarrass yourself more. So that night, I had a talk with my wife. I was like, well, maybe this is a real sign from above, that I had a lot of fun. I give this a shot, but, you know, this guy knows business. This guy is a lot smarter than me. If he doesn't invest, he knows more than me, right? That must mean this idea is bad. I should quit now and look for a job to get the income flowing again. You know, when I said that, I was just looking for a hug. You know, I was looking for some sympathy. What I got was rage. My wife, she's like this pissed off quarterback. You know, when the offensive lineman gave up a sack, she would just grab my face mask and she said, hey, I gave you 6 months. I didn't give you 4. Keep going and don't leave any regret. That's where it dawned on me. Would Bill Gates want to give up after rejection like that? Would anyone successful at anything want to give up after rejection like that? No way. I can keep going. I can keep doing this and build a better team, a better product. But one thing for sure, I gotta be a better person. I gotta be a better leader. I have to solve that rejection problem. I gotta put that 6-year-old back to his place so he wouldn't talk to me like this again and again. So what did I do? I searched online. You know, Google's my friend. So I searched, how do you overcome my fear of rejection? First of all, I saw a bunch of articles written by like sales gurus and these rah articles just screaming into my face. They were like, "Hey, don't take rejection personally. Just move on, overcome it." I'm like, who doesn't know this? Then I saw a bunch of articles written by psychologists and telling me, "Hey, where's your fear and pain coming from?" They weren't that helpful either. Then I saw a website that was interesting. It's called rejectiontherapy.com. Okay. For those who don't know, rejection therapy is a game. It's a game invented by this Canadian entrepreneur, and he's got some real rejection issues. That's why he came up with this deck of cards. It's a deck of 30 cards, and each card will give you a suggestion to get rejected at something. The idea is, if you're afraid of rejection, instead of running away, why don't you just go look for rejection? If you do it once per day, by the end of 30 days, you'll be able to desensitize yourself from the pain. You become this badass. I'm like, this is the best idea I've ever heard. And I want to be a badass. I want to be the baddest ass of them all. So I said, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do this for 30 days. I'm going to do this for 100 days. I want to overdose on rejection. I want to see what happens. Oh, also, when I'm doing this, I want to film it. I want to put this on YouTube. I'll make a video blog on this thing. If I do this by myself, I'll probably quit pretty easily. But if I share this with the world will hold me accountable. Others will hold me accountable. So that's what I did. This was what the website looked like then. So you can see, rejection 1, borrow $100 from a stranger. Okay. One day, I came downstairs. I was my office is downtown Austin at the time. So one day I came downstairs. Before going home, I said I better do this. I'm gonna ask someone. What do I ask? Okay, I saw a person in the lobby. He was a big guy. He looked like a security guard. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him. It's my target. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah. I was just pumping myself. Yeah, I can do this. I just started walking toward him. Yeah. Then halfway through, I slowed down. My heart started to pound. I started to sweat all over me. The hair at the back of my neck stood up. When I got there, I was a mess. I was like, "Sir, can I borrow $100 from you?" He looked up. He was like, "No." Why? I said, "No, sorry. No, bye." I just turned around and ran as fast as I could. I was so embarrassed. But the thing about doing a video blog is, whatever experience, you got to experience at least twice. That night, I was uploading the video to YouTube, and I was having to edit the video, right? First, I was like this sports scout. I was looking at myself like this game film, frame by frame to see what happened there. First of all, I saw myself. I looked like this kid from the movie Sixth Sense. The Bruce Willis movie. I saw dead people. I was so scared. My face was pale, and I was just. Then I saw this guy. Right? He was a big guy, and he said no to me, but he wasn't like mean. He wasn't like a menacing figure. He didn't cuss me out. He didn't have a pepper spray. He didn't have a club. He didn't call the police. All he did was to say no. He asked me why. In fact, he was asking me to explain myself. I could have said many things at that moment. I could have said, "Well, I'm trying to overcome my fear of rejection here." Or I could have said, "Trying to have some fun. You can do 100, can you do 50? 25? $5. You can do $5, can you?" I could have said all those things. What did I say in reality? I said just 4 words. No, sorry, no, bye. I'm like, wow, this is like the microcosm of my life. Because every time I got the slightest rejection, I would just run as fast as I could, because I was scared, because I don't like the feeling of being rejected. So I said, okay, tomorrow, no matter what happens, after I get rejected, I'm gonna stay engaged. I'm gonna negotiate. I'm not gonna run. I wanna see what happens. So, rejection 2, request a burger refill. Okay. One day, I had this very juicy cheeseburger for lunch. It was really good. And afterward, I went and talked to the front desk person. I said, hey, can I get a burger refill? He was confused. He was like, what do you mean a burger refill? I said, just like a free drink refill, but with a burger instead. It's like, sorry, we don't do burger refill, man. That's where the rejection happened. But guess what? This time I didn't run. I stayed engaged. I said, damn, I love your burger. It is so good. If you give me a burger refill, I'll come back here every day for next week. I'll tell everyone about it. It's not bad for free marketing, right? It's word of mouth marketing. He was like, yeah, it's a good idea, but sorry, I can't do it. I can't give out free food. If I do it, I'll get in trouble with my manager. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't want to get in trouble. So that's where I left. And guess what? I wasn't scared anymore. It was still very awkward, but I didn't see dead people at that moment. So 2 days into this, I learned something important. If I don't run after rejection, I don't have to feel too bad. Then as I kept doing this, strange things started to happen, like really weird things. People started to say yes to me, one after another. For example, one day, I had a soccer ball in my hand. I went knock on someone's door. That guy opened the door. He's also a big guy. He's got this giant Texas flag on his t-shirt. If you're from Texas, you know people do that there. So I said, sir, can I play soccer in your backyard? So he looked at me. Soccer in my backyard? Then he saw me and I was serious because I got a soccer ball, I got a shin guards, I got a cleats all decked out. He was like, I guess so. Come on in. And I was like, now what? I play soccer with myself in the backyard. I didn't think this part through. So I just went in, I did a little bit dribbling. I had him take a picture of me. I did a pose, a Heisman pose, I didn't know why. But before leaving, I said, how can you say yes to me? He was like, dude, this is so off the wall. How can I say no? I'm like, okay. Then there's another day, I was driving down the highway. I saw a police car next to me. I waved at him, he waved back. I'm like, no, can you stop? So I pulled him over. I said, officer, can I drive your car? By the way, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not going to drive the way. I just want to give the spin. You know, I want to listen to radio. I want to feel like police officer. I was wondering what it's like to be a police officer. And he was like, I've never heard this before. Sure, why not? So I drove a police car that day. In the front, not in the back. You know, there was a difference. Then there's another day, I just got a bunch of yeses in a row. Man, I got frustrated. I'm like, this is rejection therapy, not acceptance therapy. I got rejected somehow today. What is one thing that no one's going to say yes to me, ever? How about if I try to fly someone's plane? By the way, I have no idea how to fly a plane. I don't have the knowledge or courage, license. I just want to get rejected that day. So I went to this airfield in Austin, and I saw this pilot-looking guy in the lobby. I said, sir, do you have a plane? He's like, yes, I do. I said, can I fly it? He's like, do you know how to fly? I'm like, it's like, yeah, it's fine. I'll teach you how to fly. You want to do it now? I'm like, why? What's going on? As it turned out, he didn't own a commercial jetliner, like a Boeing or something. He owned a gyroplane. Okay? For those who don't know, a gyroplane is like a miniature helicopter or like a motorcycle in the air type of thing. So this is a rich hobbyist. He just bought a new gyroplane. He wanted to show everyone in the world how awesome his gyroplane is. So he taught me how to fly. It was amazing. I'll tell you more about it later. By the way, if you go to my YouTube channel, you're gonna see the video evidence of all of this. They're all pretty fun. But speaking of video, I can show you one video. It really talks about this idea of looking for rejection but not getting it. And here it is. Oh, that's the not right video. You get rejected by video sometimes. I do feel unlucky. So can you go to the back? Can you get my video? That's a very nice lady to explain this. If not, driving to Crispy Cream. Oh, there we go. I'm going to, well, I know, I just got my haircut yesterday. I look like a Vietcong from the 1960s. It's okay. I'm gonna grow into it, or my hair is gonna grow into me. Either way. I'm driving toward Krispy Kreme. I'm gonna ask them to make me some specialized donuts, and we'll see what happens.
What kind of specialized donuts are we talking about?
I like to have getting a you link the 5 donuts together, make them look like Olympic symbols.
When are you looking to these?
Huh?
When?
The next 50 minutes.
How did they link them this year?
Just normal color is fine.
Linked?
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to the Olympics this year.
No, just you got the 5 donuts together, look like a Olympic symbol.
Was it this way this year?
Something like that. That would work. Just link any 5 donuts together. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna take me longer
How long?
because I've got to catch them on the other side, and they've got to get through the proofer and then drop it in the fryer. It was red, blue, green, yellow. What's the other color?
Red, green, yellow, blue, maybe white.
Was it white?
Could be.
Sounds right. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched the Olympics in so long that I may not be able to link them, but maybe make them look like they're interlinked.
Okay, that would be great.
Because the only thing I'm worried about is if I try to put those through the proofer, they unsettle.
Okay.
And they'll end up falling. And then once they hit the fryer, you've got a divider. And if they hit that, they're gonna get stuck. You know what I'm saying?
If you can make that, you're gonna make my day.
What is it? It's red, yellow, green, blue, white, right?
Yep. Okay.
Try, but what do you think?
Wow. That is really good. That's really good. Yeah.
I mean, that's the best I could do with what we've got.
No, it's good. It's good. It's more than I thought it would be done. So great. All right. So Jackie.
Yes.
All right, I'm a fan. Thank you.
You're way too kind.
No, you're really good. All right, so do I pay there?
Don't even worry about that. One's on my
Are you serious?
ditto.
You serious?
Very. Extremely.
Wow.
Extremely. That's my plan.
All right, Jackie, I'll take it. But man, you make me really happy today. All right, thank you. All right, see you. Give me a hug. Okay. All right, thank you. See you. Was that awesome? So these were the donuts. We have them for dessert that night. It's very sweet. There's a lot of sugar in there. But the whole experience felt even sweeter. When I was walking out of the donut shop, I just had tears in my eyes because I couldn't believe the customer service or human kindness that you saw in that video. And apparently the world couldn't believe that either. After I put this video on YouTube, it went to the front page of Yahoo, Reddit, Time of India, Daily Mail of UK. It went around the globe. It got over 5 million views. In fact, Krispy Kreme stock actually went up after this video. It's like a marketer's dream, right? And because of this video, I started getting emails from people from all over the world. People sharing stories. I mean, people, well, some of them are telling me, give me driving tips, and please don't film yourself while driving. I appreciated that. There are a lot of people are talking about this woman, how awesome she was. She's truly awesome. Her name is Jackie. She's from New York. But most people are talking about me. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Looking for rejection. It's so awesome. It's so inspiring. I'm like, I'm just looking for rejection. So I thought I was the only person afraid of rejection, or maybe me and a few other people. As it turned out, everyone's afraid of rejection. And they're living their fears through my eyes. It's very therapeutic for people. And then people start sharing stories with me, crazy stories. There's an artist, she made art that was just beautiful and profound, but she didn't share it with anyone. But then she saw this video, she was like, hey, those donuts are nice, but I'm a real artist. They can make that video go viral. Why am I afraid of sharing my art? So she did. She started sharing with her family members and friends and local media. It got picked up by national media. She was invited by the White House to give a show in Washington, D.C. It changed her life. Then there's another guy, his name is Mark. Mark said, when he saw this video, he was actually in a very dark place. He just got divorced and he was contemplating suicide. And he's in the sales business. And then he saw this video. He's like, I'm gonna do this. I need to pull myself out of this funk. So he did his own 100 days of rejection, but with sales. Every day he would try to sell to someone. And he would do this in his personal lives as well. And guess what? Through this, he found the love of his life. And also he quadrupled his business. A few years later, he got married. He invited me to go to his wedding. It's an amazing story. And all these type of stories. There are people who started new businesses. There are 2 people who started very popular podcasts because they saw this video. I was like, wow, what is this? This is really important. If I can get to the bottom of this, help people overcome their fear of rejection, I can make some real impacts in this world. So I spent the rest 100 days and even subsequent years learning how to overcome the fear of rejection. I read up everything possible on negotiation, body language, and I even did my own research. I used myself as a guinea pig, put myself in front of strangers and keep talking to them and asking them for things. And without lying, if I lie, it'd be too easy. But I want to stay authentic to see how I can get people to say yes to me without lying. And that's what I did. And I even gave a TED talk on this subject. It was #3 most viewed TED talk of that year. I think it was behind Elon Musk and the Pope or something. Sometimes you're just not as cool as someone else. What can you do? And throughout the years, I discovered a lot of secrets. I found a lot of truth. So I'm going to share some of them with you. First of all, what is rejection? What is the thing that we're so afraid of? But if you overcome that fear, you can make some real impacts in your own lives and in other people's lives. As it turned out, rejection is just a numbers game. It's a numbers game. In these 100 days, I could ask something absurd. Someone will say yes to me. Or I could ask something pretty moderate, pretty reasonable. Someone will say no to me. But one thing for sure, If I want to get a yes, I just go talk to enough people. Someone will say yes to me at the end. It's almost as if there's a number associated with every rejection. You go through enough no's, it becomes a yes. Speak of number, do we have any Harry Potter fans here by any chance? All right, okay, but yeah, we got a few people. I love Harry Potter. You know, I read all the books, and you know, you should too. Harry Potter is the best-selling book series in modern history. And you would think a book that good when it first came out, all the publishers on earth would fight among themselves and publish the book, right? Nope, that wasn't the case. The author, her name is J.K. Rowling. She had to go through 12 rejections to get her book published. Every rejection sounded similar. One tried to write a children's book. There are people dying in the book. It's about dark magic. The book is this big. Come on, try something new. Get a real job. It's on the 30th try. She also got rejected, but the chairman of the publisher gave the manuscript to his granddaughter, who would not put it down. She just kept reading and reading until she finished it and exhausted herself. That's where it dawned on them. Maybe we should try this. So they published the first ever Harry Potter book under very low expectations. And the rest was history. Okay, think about it. If it took J.K. Rowling's 12 rejections to get Harry Potter published, how many rejections do we have to go through to get ourselves published, to get our product published, to get our business published? Rejection is just numbers game. You go through enough no's, it becomes a yes. Then rejection is an opinion. It's an opinion. I think we need many things in this world. We need more love and sympathy, understanding, courage, definitely more bathrooms and free drinks. But one thing we have plenty of is opinion. If you don't believe me, just get on the internet. Go to Facebook, open your WeChat, you know, and turn on your TV. Everyone has something to say about something. And they can't wait to tell you about something, how they feel about something. Opinion is like the cheapest resource on earth. It's completely renewable too. But rejection is nothing more than an opinion and preference of the rejecter. That's just more about the rejection than the rejected. In these 100 days, I could ask the same question to 10 different people. Someone will say yes. Someone will say no. Someone will smile at me and give me a high five. Someone just couldn't wait to get away from me faster. I was the same person making the same request. It says everything about that person's state of mind or what happened to him or her the night before, or maybe it's a lifelong of understanding, needs, prejudice, education, who knows? It has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with that person. But when it comes to rejection, we think it's all about us because we're the centers of our own universe. We're the heroes of our own movies. That's why we take every rejection so personal. Every rejection felt like an indictment of who we are. And every acceptance felt like a confirmation of our merit. It's not. It's just an opinion. Lastly, rejection is the source of knowledge. Source of knowledge. So I wrote this book, Rejection Proof, a few years ago. Actually became the #1 bestseller on Audible, like the audio version. I don't know why people like my voice or something. I wrote this book not because I just want to write a book. It's because I learned so much in these 100 days. I went to a pretty good business school. I thought I learned a lot about business in those 2 years. As it turned out, I learned a lot about PowerPoints and spreadsheets. In these 100 days, though, I learned more about business than I did at business school. Why? Well, because I put myself in front of real people, getting real rejections. And I learned so much. And I'm going to share a couple learnings with you. First of all, what do you do when people say no to you? What do you do? Most people do one of two things, fight or flight. Okay. When I say fight, it doesn't mean start fist fighting. It means you get disappointed. It means you feel the pain. If it's someone close to you, you feel indignant. You're like, hey, of all the people who reject me, how can you say no to me? So you start arguing. But when you argue, that's not a good response. Because when you're arguing, your emotions and their emotions will get involved. Your opinions would actually get more entrenched. When was the last time you can change people's mind by shouting at them? It doesn't happen. So fight is not a good response. The other one is flight, which means When you hear no, you just say, thank you very much. You just leave. That's even worse. Because when you're running away, not only you're changing anyone's mind, you're also at the mercy of your own judgment. You can lose confidence that way. I found a third way, which is I guess I want to stay engaged and find out why. Okay, I can ask why. Like why is like the magic word. Because when someone is rejecting you, it doesn't mean they hate you. It doesn't mean they don't like you. It means sometimes there are some underlying reasons. If you can demonstrating that you're helping them to get to the bottom of this, you can possibly turn no into a yes. For example, one day I had this flower in my hand, and when I knocked on someone's door, the guy opened the door. He was an older guy, and I said, "Sir, can I plant this flower in your backyard?" I don't know why I like people's backyard that much. You know, it's like my playground or something. He said, "Oh, this is more interesting than I thought." But no, can't let you do this. But before he turned around and leave, I said, "May I know why?" He was like, "Well, I have a dog that would dig up stuff I put in the backyard, and I like what you're doing. In fact, if you want to do this, why did you go talk to Connie? She's my neighbor. She loves flowers." I got so excited because I just got a referral. So when I went across the street and knocked on Connie's door, and she was so happy to see me. Half an hour later, there's this flower in Connie's backyard. I mean, it looks better nowadays. It's a few years ago. But the thing is, had I just left at the initial rejection, I would have thought so many reasons. Maybe I didn't dress well. Maybe I didn't speak clearly. Maybe the guy didn't like me. Maybe he didn't trust me. As it turned out, none of that was the reason. He liked me enough to offer me that referral, which I converted. It was what I was offering did not fit his needs. So again and again, I learned that if I just don't run after rejection, I give myself a shot to turn no into a yes. There's another thing. So, okay, I just mentioned that you can ask why. The other thing you can do is you can ask for something else. Ask for something else. Ask for something less, not more. Okay, ask for something. For example, one day I went to a hotel in Austin, like the best hotel, like kind of like this one. I went to a hotel in Austin. I went to talk to the front desk lady, and I said, "Ma'am, this is what she looks like. As you can see, she's a nice person." I said, "Ma'am, can I have a free night here?" And she was like, "Oh, sorry, we don't do that now." In the back of my mind, I was like, "When do you do it?" You know, that sounds like a great promotion. I'll come for that. But I didn't say that. I was like, "Oh, that's fine. If you can, if I can have a free night, can I take a nap in one of your rooms? I'm gonna try out your mattress." She said, "Sure." So she sent the bellman with me to go on one of their suites. I took a nap on one of the mattresses. It's very comfortable. It was awesome. But the thing is, had I just come in and asked straight to take a nap in one of her rooms, she might have thought I was crazy. I mean, she might still thought I was crazy. But she said yes because I asked for something big. I got rejected. I asked for this. In fact, there's pretty strong academic study on this. That if you make a really big request, you get rejected, you make a secondary, more reasonable request, the chance of you getting a yes on that second request is actually a lot higher than if you just ask for the second request straight without the first one. Why? Well, we think rejection is a failure. We didn't get what we wanted, right? But sometimes we forget rejection is also a moment of opportunity. When people are saying no to you, they feel a little bit bad. They feel a little bit indebted to you. That's where if you ask for something else, the more chances not they're gonna say yes, because you're demonstrating you're negotiating, you're compromising. And people want to return in kind. So next time you're trying to sell something, trying to make a pitch, and they say no, instead of just say, "Oh, okay, thank you very much," you just leave. You say, "Can we talk again? Can you reconsider this? Can you talk to people around you, or can I send you some more information? Can we talk again in a week?" The chance of you people saying yes to a request like that is actually really high. And guess what? You just give yourself another shot. Just remember, always ask for something else. By the way, I can keep going and going. And in my book, I wrote about 16 different ways to turn no into yes, and how to get more yes. For how do you ask questions to get more yeses, and how do you say no to people? That's actually one thing we're pretty bad at, is to say no to other people. But there are ways to do that with not only you're not hurting people's feelings and relationships, you can actually make the other person a fan of you. But because of time, I do want to leave you with the most important lesson I learned 100 days of rejection. The most important lesson, just 2 words, just ask. Just ask. Remember I mentioned I flew someone's plane? That was the best flying experience in my life. When I think about flying, it's all about me going to the airports a couple hours early. I take out my bells and make sure my pants don't drop, and then I'll go through that cancer-inducing bone scanner. That's my flying experience. But that day, I had none of that. I flew like a bird. It was amazing. For a minute, I was only a couple feet above the cornfield. I feel I was this seagull looking for fish above the ocean. The next minute, I was like 1,000 feet in the air. There was a cloud around me. I was touching it. I was kissing it. I felt I was this eagle. But all this time, I just kept asking myself the same question over and over again. Wow, what if I didn't ask? What if I didn't ask? Not only I would not have this great flying experience, I would not have this, I wouldn't know this could exist. What if we don't ask for things in lives? Companies might not be built, or they might not be quick prematurely. Maybe art might not be shared, or maybe business opportunities might be lost. The reason we don't ask is we think rejection is terrible. It's terrifying. So by us avoiding negative, we're achieving that positive, right? And it's a lie. It's a lie we keep telling ourselves every day. Because when you're not getting out there and getting rejected, you'll just reject yourself by default. And do you know who our worst rejecter is? Ourselves. So no matter what, if someone's gonna reject you, let the world reject you. Don't ever reject yourself. Lastly, gifts. Gifts. Rejection used to be this bogeyman, this monster that haunted me my whole life. So much so that I spent the first part of my life running away from it. But as soon as I stopped running, rejection became my biggest gift in life. Because now I get to go to some of the best companies in the world, go to some of the best universities in the world to teach people how to become rejection proof. I even built a consulting business. I built a coaching business to help others, individuals, or organizations, help them to become rejection proof. I want to hear people's stories. In fact, I bought something for you. So this is my personal text message. I'm leaving this to you. You can text me anything you want. But if you text me a rejection resilience assessment, so I built a test for you guys, a resilience test for you. So you know where you can get assessment to know where you stand in terms of you can ask you a series of questions to see how resilient you are toward rejection. It's going to give you a score to see where you stand in the spectrum. In fact, based on our research, how resilient you are with rejection, you can actually, if you can increase your score, you can have a huge jump in your income. So text me your email and name and the word ignite so I know who you are. But whether that's my book or my talk, or it's my either it's coaching or my test, I just want to create a world where we're not afraid of rejections anymore. I want to see how many lives can be changed, how many cool ideas can be realized, how many love stories can be written. So I'm inviting all of you into this world. The next time when you're trying to do something, make a sale, take a risk, okay, face people's judgment and possible rejections, opinions, remember these stories. It's going to help. Or if you or your team members, your loved ones, your colleagues who are afraid of rejection, share these stories with them. It's going to help. And if it doesn't help, buy them a box of donuts. It's a great sign of leadership. Donuts always help. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for my story. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys have been great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Shaw. Cool. I'll be with you guys in like 1 second. Just texting Shaw real quick. Seeing if he wants to grab some donuts later. That'll be perfect. All right, great. Sorry about that. Thanks for your patience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing Shaw's wise words, I hope you're feeling just as pumped and inspired as I am to share the Jeunesse mission with your friends, with your family, with those around you, with no fear, with no hesitation. You know, at the beginning of our session today, we heard from Jeunesse Scientific Advisors and Diamond Director Min Shu Ruckel on the power of the product. But the only way that you can share these products with others is getting your hands on these packs and experiencing them for yourselves. That's right, the pack. Helen Zhang. And keep it going, joining her on the stage, Diamond Director Todd Hartog.
Okay, guys, we're getting ready to wrap up this last session, but let's just go over these amazing Expo packages before we head out for lunch. So, these anniversary packages are designed to help you and I go to the next level. You want to leave this event so fired up that you go out there with these products and get excited, get the people on your nose list, get the people on your chickens list, and go out there and get some rejection.
所有在现场及线上的家人朋友们，特别时刻到来了。今天是引爆全球的此时此刻，让我们接下来仔细听、仔细看，有力的行动。下面我们就把我们这次能带动我们更进一步开拓市场的最强有力的、最优惠的套餐展现给朋友们。
Sounded good.
Appreciate your understanding.
Okay, so let's start. Here we are. This is the only package that matters, honestly. Who wants to go diamond in the room? If you're serious about going diamond, this is the pack that you need to get. This is the kickoff event diamond package. Go diamond package right here. It's amazing because look at all these products that you get. All shareable except for the AM/PM because you're going to take that because you're going to be out there signing up as many people as you possibly can with these new products. But how amazing this is. You're getting a $400 bonus credit. So when somebody buys this, the buyer is getting the $400 bonus credit so they can instantly use that credit to go shop again. They're getting 100 travel points, $20 donated to Jeunesse Kids for this incredible Ronald McDonald House this weekend. You're getting double the travel points. Remember that. You're going to be signing people up. You'll get double the travel points because we all want to go on that next reward trip. Don't we, Helen?
That's so exciting.
Oh, wait a second. I left one thing out. Oh, they didn't put it in there. And an additional 12-year anniversary. Jeunesse is so generous. Look what they're going to do. Not only does the buyer get the $400, but the sponsor's going to get a $400 bonus credit. That's amazing.
我想各位可能在场的基本都懂了我们这个帅哥刚刚说过的，那我用最简练的中文我就不重述。此次的12年年庆，公司以最热烈的爱，以最真诚的助市场的开发，给予我们从未敢想象的套装。那么我们都知道，在昨天开始就有很多伙伴拿到了所有套装的资讯，现在我们在后台所有的套装都已经出来， 最让我感动的是3个点。第一，此次套装带给我们的新产品，我们知道有一个叫full release 的，我们每天拿着手机在做我们全球的事业。当我们看多了有多少伙伴在加盟的时候，同时又看我们进了多少 money 的时候，钱的时候，我们的手会酸。而我们及时的科学家研究了此产品，给予助力。再来就是 new 那个365，我们知道我们1年365天，每天让我们都在强有力的行政和平台支持下，还有伙伴们的团结支持下，每个人每天的努力都会得到结果和成长。所以请大家再看下一道。
I agree 100%. All right. The next package is the Spark package. So you're getting $150 to the sponsor and $150 to the buyer. You're getting the new products. Not as lucrative is the Go Diamond package, and you're getting only 40% travel bonus. So when you're enrolling people, the first package is going to give you double. This one's only going to give you 40%. So still a great package. You guys want to go diamond, there's a limit of 4. I would buy the biggest package. You're going to need the extra product. You want to go out there and share this amazing 4 relief, the Immune 365, but you want to have product on hand. So when you enroll a brand new person, I can start her with a case of each of those products. So while she's waiting for her product to be delivered, she could go out there and start getting excited. Does that make sense? So this is the reason why you want to have a lot of product. Not just to go out there and share with everybody, that's one thing, but so you have it on hand so you can put it in people's hands.
Very good. 杰斯是在做一个健康和美丽的事业，所以何来健康和美丽？今天我们所有科学家研究的产品，给予我们12年的见证。我们在台上的都已经年过半百，可是看看是不是帅哥和美女呢？所以详细的内容我不再做介绍，因为我们所有在线和在现场的伙伴们，你们都是爱自己健康和了解杰斯产品的人，加上这次有2款最引爆的新产品，我相信带给我们市场的推动和每个人的健康美丽是绝对助力的。所以刚才套的主要讲的是我们这次可以获得的财务特别的增加，我不再重复，大家知道，从未有过的有了。那么今天我们更有特别的是，接下来套的会告诉大家，1元钱入会的是到月底结束，额外的1000块钱的是你推荐直推的6个人，或者是你的下属直推的买本次套装有6个人，你就可以拿到额外的1000块。而且是没有上限的，你有10个、60个，你就按着这样可以得到1000块钱以上的不断增加。希望大家努力加油。
Ellen, I think we need to remind everybody, wherever you're watching, for everybody online, for those of you that are here, depending on where you're building the business and where your distributorship is, there could be a little bit of variation in the different packages per country. So they're not going to be exactly like this. So somebody in Europe might be a little bit of variation, somebody in South Pac Asia. So just a reminder to everybody, go in your back office and you can see the packages back there.
对，这个提醒就是我们现在现场因为时间关系不能一一做详解，但是在我们的后台，全世界的伙伴都可以看到，所有你所属的区域国家会有不同的产品及促销内容，请大家注意这一点。
So the last package, I can't go back. Okay, go back. Thank you. So the last package is the event fuel package. You're getting $50 each. So you're still being able to get the new product. It's just, less of, right? This one doesn't give you any extra travel points except for the travel points that come with the package. So that's why you really want to focus on the first 2 packages.
That's right. 我加盟杰斯已经11年多了，所以跟公司共成长。
那么在这个过程中，每一年的年会，我深深的感觉到，每一个促销的年会套装是史无前例、很少有的。它既有完全的产品配套，又有更好的推广奖励。所以，希望我们所有的领导及伙伴们一定借助这样的套装，去建设你的新团队及原有的团队班子，让他们以福制性的去购买这样的最好产品。而且我们每一个产品都是不够用的，并且只有年会有些新产品套装才有。所以，请大家一起珍惜这个机会和时间，创造你自己每一个人的辉煌。
And let's not forget, we have dollar USD signups from September 9th to the end of the month through September 30th. So I always love when Jeunesse Global does this because it allows you to go out there, get excited, and have people focus on putting the money towards the packages.
我是个急性子，刚才他还没等说，我就已经告诉大家了。从现在开始到月底，有一个特殊的Enroller 1块钱万达拉，等于你是上 Costco 不用再买那个卡就可以进去买东西了。热烈欢迎各位新加盟伙伴。
So the sign-up packages are almost the same, except they're going to miss one important thing, which is the extra $400. So it still has all the benefits, all the product mix. You're still getting 8 boxes of the brand new Immune 365, 8 boxes of the 4 Relief, 3 boxes of Reserve. The $400 is still going to go to the sponsor, except the buyer just won't get the $400. But on the event package, don't forget, the buyer and the sponsor gets the $400.
推荐者和加盟者都会有这个推荐费和 benefit 在里边啊，400块。时间的关系呢，所有他讲过的我就不详细讲。我想我要说的就是，我们所有人一定要珍惜年会套装，它是与众不同的，既能带领你自己创造新的业绩，也能带动团队一起体验我们的产品，加强我们自己的健康，让我们在这里感受到真正生命所有想拥有的一切。
Okay, and here we go. We're just going to go through these really quick because I know you guys are getting restless for lunch. And so pretty much the same thing. And I want to remind everybody, Jeunesse did such a great job bringing the supplies here, but it's limited. Not everybody's going to leave here with the brand new product, so make sure you do, so you could get a head-off start. They're going to give you some of the product to take home now on the airplane. It's up to you to get it home, and then they'll ship the rest of it to you. But don't be left out. I know what that feels like. So don't procrastinate and sit there. Should I buy this? Do I really want to go diamond? Of course you want to go diamond. But you're never going to get there if you don't participate in these event packages. Jeunesse does such a great job doing this a few times a year. Do not be left out of this.
再一次跟大家说，不要错过这最好的时机，不仅燃烧我们自己，也燃烧别人。
So, Helen, we'll just go through these a little bit. I think you guys understand, right? You guys get it? If not, go into your back office. We don't have all the time to go through the rest of the 32 slides that we have here. You know, we'll just go through the Canada ones a little bit for all the Canadians in the house. So do you see per the different region, it could be a little bit different product mix. So make sure that, you know, if you're building in a different country, that you don't, you know, overpromise somebody that they're going to get the same product here in the United States.
加拿大的套装跟我们有一些区别，也请大家在订购的时候注意国家的地区选项。
All right, I think that's it, everybody. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you very much. You told Naomi the Chinese. Listen to my Chinese. OK， 伙伴们一起加油！谢谢你们，拜拜。
Thank you.
All right, Janessa, I know that we are getting hungry for lunch, but I do want to give you some fun things in a lucky draw before we send you out. So if you're still with us, you got a bigger chance of winning these lucky draws right here in a minute. Real quick, don't forget, you heard them say it. Don't forget, every region has their own versions of these kickoff event packages. So be sure to check your back office for your specific package details, okay? So get your hands on those Expo 2021 Ignite kickoff event packages. These are the packs that are going to help get you a head start towards those trips. So you're going to want to make sure you grab them. All right. So let's do this one last thing before we get to our lucky draws. I wanted to remind those of you who are going to the meet and greet with Ja, I wanted to give you those details, remind you who you are and where you're going. Go to our help desk to figure out where you're going for that meet and greet. All righty, let's get this lucky draw going. Oh yeah, you're excited. Oh, perfect, right here too. Nathan Newman, meet and greet, 1:30. It is 2 now. Let's go to this, great. All right, y'all ready for this? Let's do it. So what are you guys gonna win? A virtual event bundle, professional microphone, 1080p webcam, ring light, all sorts of great stuff. Let's just get it to you, huh? All right, get those tickets out and let's get ready. The first number is 377-712. 377-712 going. Is it you? We're saying that we should just move on. Say it with me. This ticket is out of here. All right, next ticket. Here it is. 377. Okay, come on up. Are you the one from before? Are you 712? Perfect, come with their stairs right there. Come on up. Our next winner is, 377-390. 377-390. Going once. What's up, Stephanie? Going twice. 3 times. Say it with me. This ticket is out of there. Next one. Right here, next ticket, 377-218. 377-218. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We can head off right here. Thank you. 377-218. That's you. Come on up here. Congratulations, we have another winner, and I know you guys are hungry for lunch, so I'm going to pull another ticket while you come up the stairs right here. The next one is, oh, perfect. Oh, that's 3. Oh, how wonderful. Hey, congratulations. I'll take that ticket for you. 218, that's it. That's it. Come on over here, get your prize. You know what? I did pull 1 extra ticket. Should we do it anyway? Should we do 4? I don't have any more of these bundles to give away, but I've got something else for you. So we'll do 1 more. Let's see what we got. 377-270. 270. Is that you? We got a winner. Come on down. We've got stairs right here. And as she comes down, let's see what she's going to be winning. Let's bring it out here. Oh, look at that. It is a Gucci Weekenders bag set. We've got glasses, we've got a bag, we've got all sorts of other Gucci goodies in here. My favorite part of being a Janessa is you never know what's gonna happen. Hi, how are you? Did you see what you won? This, my friend, this Gucci, yeah, girl, this Gucci's for you. So Weekender set just for you. Oh, yes. You're welcome. All right, give it up for all of our winners. Thank you, ladies. Congratulations. All right, y'all, we're starting our next session right in here at 3:15. General session 3 at 3:15. Go grab some lunch. Come back in here. We've got another great session for you at 3:15. Thanks, guys. We'll see you then. All of you joining us virtually, I'll see you backstage in just a minute. Thanks, guys.